Stugotz here for ZipRecruiter. Hiring used to be hard, multiple job sites, stacks of resumes, a confusing review process. But today, hiring can be easy, and you only have to go to one place to get it done, ZipRecruiter.com/Dan. ZipRecruiter sends your jobs to over 100 of the web's leading job boards, but they don't stop there. With their powerful matching technology, ZipRecruiter scans thousands of resumes to find people with the right experience and invite them to apply to your job. As applications come in, ZipRecruiter analyzes each one and spotlights the top candidates so you never miss a great match. ZipRecruiter is so effective that 80% of employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate through the site within the first day. With results like that, it's no wonder that ZipRecruiter is the highest-rated hiring site in America. And right now, my listeners can try ZipRecruiter for free at this exclusive web address, ZipRecruiter.com/Dan. That's ZipRecruiter.com/Dan. That's ZipRecruiter.com/Dan. D-A-N. They asked me to spell that. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
So here's how the day started here. And I love when Dan tells these stories when he comes on. Now, Izzy Gutierrez, by the way. Your misery continues. They're still on vacation. So I get in here, and Billy's back. Yay, Billy. All three of my favorite shipping container people here today.
I heard that yesterday, by the way. I think I didn't hear that.
Did you?
You said, yeah. I heard you say that Chris and Roy are your favorite. Well, you actually said currently my favorite.
Right, because Chris said it, and I just kind of agreed. But you are my favorite, and here's why. All three of you tied for first. Because when I came in, and I was like, hey, because I was looking outside and seeing if there was a place that was open to get some coffee. Because normally, is it Chino that makes the coffee around here?
Yeah, he's in charge of it. Well, he's put himself in charge. You know what? I'm sorry to lead off on a different direction here. I've been trying to get into the coffee crew here, and I haven't made my way into the coffee crew yet because it seems to be like a TV exclusive thing. And Dan, like, they'll make coffee for everyone on TV,
and they'll just pass it out.
And they pass it out, but I'm not in the circle of people receiving the coffee, and I don't know how to bring it up to Chino that I want to be in on the coffee crew. So I kind of just have left myself out of it. And then one day there was like a new person that was in, and she brought in like these coffee beans that her boyfriend makes in like, I don't remember where it was. I think she said Peru. I could be wrong about that. And then I was like, oh my God, look, I'm in the conversation on the coffee. Maybe I'm going to get into the coffee crew. And I'm not. And I've even thought about bringing in like extra like coffee. Like, oh guys, look, I brought coffee. And then they'll like invite me to the coffee. And I'm not part of the coffee crew.
That's a little dangerous. You don't want to look too eager.
I know. I'm trying not to. Like, I don't want it to be like, guys, like, I don't want to seem desperate to get into the coffee crew, but I'm desperate to get into the coffee crew. And I don't know what to do to get in, because today you were trying to make the coffee.
I was just about to say, this is what you shouldn't do, because, and maybe they're not listening, so hopefully they don't find this out, but you shouldn't touch the coffee maker ever again.
Me?
Yeah, you. Because as he says, like, I think it was Chris and Roy who just kind of warned and said, hey, you probably don't want to touch that machine. Nobody knows how to use it. And Billy said, oh, I'm pretty sure I can figure this out.
Yeah, I was sure I could figure it out.
What's the worst that can happen?
So, well, I mean, this is one of the worst things, I think. I walked into the little tiny room, and he's got the cover undone, right? He's got the top taken off, and he's trying to figure out where the water goes into this machine. And in trying to figure that out, after having taken the cap off, turns the entire machine upside down. He found the water. It was inside of it. Oh, no. The water spilled on top of the microwave. Okay. And then I was like, I got it from here, Billy.
I had a good feeling that's where the water went. I confirmed it unintentionally. Mm-hmm. Why is that on top of the microwave, by the way? Because I've now spilled water all over the mic. I mean, I know it's a little tiny room, but I spilled water all over the microwave,
we don't know
which
if
is plugged into
again.
A wall, and I feel like that could lead to like something going on.
It could.
And that microwave, if you start like trying to reheat things in that, just smoke comes out now, and the food's not like super hot, so like they're making fire today.
Good job, Billy.
Well, I successfully did make some coffee. So, and I have no idea the strength of it, so you guys could be bouncing off the walls in a few minutes, but we have started our own coffee crew. So, to hell with them.
But this is just a temporary coffee crew. Like, you're not going to be here every day to make the coffee.
I know.
And Roy's not going to make the coffee. So, like, I need Chino to be here so I can get in the real coffee crew. But, like, I don't know. What should I do? How do I approach this to get into the coffee crew? Because I felt like my way in is like I'd just bring in like a bunch of like coffee from like, you know, Sedano's or whatever, and then that stuff lasts forever. So I just give them the coffee, and then like since I brought them the coffee, they let me in. But you know what? Then I felt like I'd be judged if I brought the wrong coffee, and I'm like trying to look to see which coffee they use, and they don't use Bustelo, which is like I love.
They don't?
Bustelo.
Yeah, I was about to say, why don't you use Bustelo?
No, they don't use Bustelo. They use like they use. You know what? I'm gonna go check to see right now.
Isn't it that yellow one? I don't even know.
Yeah,
what it's
the yellow
called.
one, but that's not what they use. They use like a blue one. I'm gonna go see what it is.
I wish
you could bring the mic with you while you're going to check. That'd be fun.
You could yell. Just yell. Yeah.
I'll let you know.
All right.
How was the coffee, Roy?
It's pretty good. It had a nice tinge of sweetness to it, you know, and eventually I will get the energy that I need to last throughout the day.
Good. I'm glad I can help.
Louder! I was wrong.
What is it?
They were using Bustelo this time.
Good old Bustelo.
I told you.
Love that stuff.
This
Love
time
that
they were
stuff.
using Bustelo, but they used different kinds before. You know what? Now that I know this, I can bring some Bustelo. You know La Carreta? You're
I'm familiar.
Yeah.
You know that they like package their own coffee and they sell it places.
No, I did not.
Yeah, you
I'm not
could-
surprised, but I did not know that.
You could get La Carreta like packaged Cuban coffee at like Navarro or something like that.
Interesting. So that's how the day started. What I really, really wanted to talk about, and I don't know what's on or off limits with Billy as he goes to put the Cafe Bustelo away, because he'll probably spill that too. You guys know this is like a life moment for the show, right? Like, this is a big deal, and I'm very happy that I'm here to discuss it because one of our very own is now, I guess, getting an addition.
In addition.
Yes.
Someone's pregnant? What are we talking about?
No.
Congrats, Roy.
No, it's not me again. No.
What happened this weekend, Billy?
This weekend I went on a cruise and I came back engaged and with diarrhea.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Now I don't know which one to ask about first. Man, let's go with the life event. What happened with the diarrhea?
The diarrhea, I don't know. I was feeling good and I was on a cruise. I don't know what happened. I don't know. My tummy just started bothering me like Sunday night, and then I don't know. I don't know what caused it because I didn't eat anything different.
That cruise buffet, that's what caused it.
Oh, just the cruise caused it.
No, man, the cruise was great and the food was good, and I didn't eat anything like out of the ordinary. I don't know what caused this.
I have a theory.
Yes.
What happened on Saturday that might have made you feel queasy on Sunday?
On Saturday, the Quest game show.
Oh, I love the Quest.
I don't know why it was on Saturday instead of Sunday.
It's because
What's
people
the
are
Quest game show?
It's because people are waking up early on Monday.
Man, the Quest. Have you ever been on a cruise?
Oh man, this is sad to say. I have never been on a
You've
cruise.
never been on a cruise?
No.
Oh, Izzy, you haven't lived.
I
I don't
know.
know if Izzy would crush a cruise though, because
Oh,
he seems
Izzy
like a
would
guy
love a
that's always
cruise.
counting calories.
No, vacation's different, man.
All right.
No,
Vacation's
Izzy would love a cruise. I mean, I don't know what you love, but I'd imagine you'd love a cruise. You strike me as like you seem adventurous to me. Are you adventurous?
I am more adventurous now than I've ever been.
Okay, so like you would go like on the ATVs and you'd go like
absolutely.
you'd go like parasailing. Parasailing is so overrated.
Parasailing I've been a couple times. It's nice. It's calming up there.
It's boring.
Yeah,
it's fun. You get up there and it's like, wow, this is cool. And then at a certain point, you're like, can I get down? Like, I've been up here for like 20 minutes. I'm really only seeing the same things over and over again. Like,
Were you up there by yourself, or were you up there with somebody else?
No, when I did it I was younger. I was probably like a teenager. I did it with my sister, and we were on a cruise, and we were up like, above the ship, and then I'm looking, and I'm like, I get it. Like, I can come down now.
Did they
I've seen
dip
everything.
you in the water at all and bring you back up? That's kind of fun.
Yeah, I got dipped in the water. It was surprising. This shouldn't surprise anyone. It was a little traumatizing, the whole dipping in the water thing, because you can get all tangled in the cords and the parachute, and no.
You could, but they're not gonna.
Yeah, well, you're not gonna until you're the one that it happens to, and then it's like, oh, well, we need to change our practices because remember that one time the person got tangled in the cord. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it wasn't getting engaged that gave you diarrhea.
I don't think so, but my girlfriend, I shouldn't say this, but I think
Fiance.
Yeah, fiance. Thank you, Roy. She
job, Roy.
she kind of had stomach issues also, so maybe it was that. Maybe.
I don't know what's off limits for me to ask, but tell me everything.
We went and
Did she
came back.
Did she hesitate?
How long was this planned, Billy? How long was this planned? What did you really have in mind to do, and what actually got executed?
Wow. So the process has been probably like 2 months in the making or so. And It's hard. It's hard to pull off. She was surprised, which I was. These pop-ups in this Google and Instagram and all these, like, I thought they were going to ruin it because I kept getting pop-ups and like advertisements for like engagement rings and stuff, and I'm like, he's like snitches. Like, can you stop with
Those
this?
things
Like,
are the worst.
go away. Like, I don't need my user history. Like, there should be some sort of something that prevents that from happening, because I was sure she was going to see something or suspect something. She said she was surprised though. She could have lied to me.
Yeah, she lied to you. I even saw this one coming. I told you a couple months ago you were going to end up doing this.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I told you were going to end up asking her hand in marriage. I told you.
Well, we've dated for a long time. I mean,
eventually it was going to happen.
like 7 years.
7 years?
Yeah, a long time.
All right, now my next question is, what the heck took you so long?
Well, that's another thing. A lot of people were saying, like, finally, whatever, and like, I feel like that's kind of rude. Like, I mean,
Well, it took
my
me
own timeline, you know?
It took me 4 years to ask
the
my
rush.
wife.
Yeah.
So,
What does that mean?
I mean, you and I are in the same boat. It took us a while to.
Yeah. Exactly, Izzy. Me and Roy are in the same boat.
And what's the, so what was the reaction?
She said, "Is this real?" And I said, "Yeah, I think so."
Meaning the ring or the proposal?
I don't know. I didn't really follow up. I wonder. She said yes, but now I'm thinking back. I don't know if she ever said yes. I mean, she put on the ring, so I guess it's a yes, right?
I guess.
Plus, she posted something on social media, so
Yeah.
it seems like it's a yes.
Yeah, probably.
So we are down to, once you actually get married, 0. Oh, just Dan, huh?
Just Dan.
Yeah, just
you
Dan,
guys doing this on purpose?
Unless you're including Allison.
Oh, I'm not including Allison. I forgot about Allison. Allison's single, eh?
I guess.
I don't know.
Sure. Maybe.
I think so.
Maybe. I have no idea.
Should we call her and ask her?
Yeah, you should
She
probably
would
call
hate
her.
that.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Let's call her.
Okay.
Not right now, but we'll call her.
Next
She's
segment.
no way she's going to agree to come on the air.
No. I'm trying to figure out what her dream proposal would be. Situation.
Here,
How
here's
did-
the ring.
I mean, how did you guys propose? Like, I
imagine she would.
got a lot of like guff for what I did.
What'd you do?
I just, I did it on a beach in the Bahamas, and my hat was made fun of, and my shirt was made fun of. And
I mean, well, okay, so it's supposed to be a surprise, right?
yeah.
So did you just walk her out to the beach and say, hey, let's just hang out here. I'll be fully clothed. You stay in your bikini, and we'll both wear hats.
No, so like this is no. Okay, this is what happened.
That's exactly how he said it, actually.
Yeah, I said it just like that. So this is what
You
happened.
never would have known it was coming.
We were on like the private island of the cruise ship, and I was trying to get this done kind of early because I don't want like people around. Like, I didn't want this to be a spectacle because I'm like kind of low key. I don't really like the whole thing.
Sure. I mean, that's why you posted it on Instagram.
That, you know what? Here's the thing about that. After I posted it, I was like, you know what? Like, this may have been a mistake. I shouldn't have done that. But I can't not post it, right? Because then she'd be like, well, are you ashamed? Like, why don't you want people to know you're engaged?
You gotta
Like,
post.
it's
I mean,
just-
that
great.
bugs
Play
me.
it
That
safe.
extra layer of confirmation really, but there's a ring on your finger. I don't need to announce it to the world to confirm or make you more comfortable. Like, that's my announcement. Here's your ring.
This feels like, this feels like this conversation might get me in trouble. So, I don't know.
let's keep
what to-
going.
Welcome to married life, my
Right?
friend.
Yeah, you can't skate this. You can't dance around it.
I mean, I'm happy. I want, shout it from the mountaintops, tell the world. But I don't want like a spectacle when I'm there. So I tried to go to this little secluded area of the island where there weren't many people, and
Just the person that's there to photograph you.
that was my mom. My mom was there. Yeah.
And
It seemed
and
a
your
little
fiance
risky.
didn't find it weird that she was just sitting like at a fair distance to take photos.
No. So this is what I did, Izzy. So.
This is when
my
the planning
family had gone on the cruise. I was trying to get her mom to go on the cruise too, so her mom could like experience. But I couldn't get her mom on the cruise, and I can't like be like, you need to get on the ship because I'm going to propose, because then like she might say something to her daughter. So I didn't. I was like, all right. I mean, I tried my hardest to get her, but whatever. So we went. We walked up the beach, and I tried to do like this other like, hey, let's go take cute photos. So we tried to do different poses, and then after like the third or fourth pose, boom, made it happen. Yeah, but I tricked her by doing other poses first. That was the move. And
that's why she asked, is this real then?
Maybe. And I was fumbling around because I had like a GoPro that I had like on the sand to like take video of it. And I was fumbling around like in the bag, like because I needed to get the ring out of the bag. And so that's why I had a backpack with me. But I was like, no, I'm just trying to set up the GoPro. I have all these accessories in the GoPro and whatever. And while I'm like fumbling around trying to get the ring out, she has the camera and she's taking pictures of me, like my girlfriend, well, at the time she was my girlfriend. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, can you like stop taking pictures of me, please? Like, I'm trying to like be sneaky here. Stop taking pictures of me. And eventually she did, and boom, surprise.
Nice.
It seemed a little risky because they were like, ankle deep in water. You drop that ring.
Yeah,
all of a sudden.
I'm glad you didn't drop that
I'm not
thing.
going to drop that ring.
Yeah.
I think I can't retell the entire story, but Tony Reale has a crazy, ridiculous story about his engagement and how he lost the ring, or it was lost for him. But I'm curious if Chris or Roy, do you think your engagement stories were better than that one?
Well, mine was pretty adorable.
Wow.
I had a similar proposal as it was on the beach, but it was at night after a dinner where we went for a walk. Like, we weren't too far down by the water. I did it like in the lifeguard stand. We like walked up and I did it there. But yeah, man, mine was adorable because I did it on my birthday.
Mine was low key.
Whoa, geez, Roy, just like skipping right over mine.
Hang on a second.
Why does that
Roy.
make it adorable?
Why was
I
it
had a
adorable?
birthday.
It's your day. That feels
Right.
like it's very
I
selfish.
gave up my day.
Yeah.
And I'm
But now
I want to celebrate our relationship on my... This isn't about me, my day. This is us.
Do people celebrate their engagement
I
day?
was going to
People don't
ask
celebrate
that. Is that
right?
something I need
like,
to remember?
after the first time?
I just thought it would catch her off
date was
guard.
Saturday?
that
Because she's not
going
going to expect something like that on my birthday.
Did you make her pay for dinner?
No.
But it's your
I
birthday.
wish
You could even
I
call
wish
it
she would pay
a
for
gift
dinner.
for yourself, right?
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
great.
How
I like that.
selfish.
No, I
Right,
like
she's
it.
my gift. Thank you. She thought it was adorable.
That's
all that
she's
counts.
on
That's all that
tracks.
matters.
Birthday. Like,
Roy?
That stopped me right in my tracks, him saying birthday.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that.
All right, go ahead, Roy.
All right. Yeah. So on our anniversary of our first date, we had dinner at Capitol Grill.
Cliche.
Thank you. You doing it on your birthday?
Wait,
Cliche.
hold on. You remember?
Who's ever done it on their birthday?
You remember the anniversary of your first date?
February 7th.
I do too. You don't?
Yeah.
No.
I do
Yeah.
too.
Absolutely.
Should I? Is that
Yeah.
something I should know?
Yeah, you're
That's going to get you in trouble. Go ahead, Roy.
Yeah. So the anniversary of our first date, we had dinner at Capitol Grill, and then I drove us to a parking garage, and we went up to the roof, skyline of Miami. It was a beautiful night, and then again on my knee and asked her to marry me.
Wait, in a parking garage?
Yeah. Why? Because of the skyline. It was a beautiful night. It had a beautiful city.
Did it smell like urine?
Yeah, but that didn't matter. That didn't matter because it was a romantic night.
Okay. All right. So now you guys know I'm divorced. So I don't know if it still counts to tell my engagement
No, it
story.
counts.
Yeah, it
but
counts.
mine-
You got to do
That's good. That's a good point. I might have a new one in the future, so I might as well tell this one. I'll tell it on the other side. It's better than all three of yours.
This is your bedroom. This is your bedroom with Blue Chew. Blue Chew uses the same active ingredients as in Viagra or Cialis, but now comes in chewable form. Chewable means better, cheaper, and works faster than pills. No in-person doctor visit, no waiting in line, no more awkwardness. 100% online at BlueChew.com, where your first order is free. Just pay $5 shipping. Use promo code DAN at BlueChew.com and restart the party.
Don Batard. Texter writes in, this is the most boring local hour ever. That makes you a bleep hole, sir. Stugotz. I can assess the entirety of your life based on you sending that text.
Really?
Yes, you are a bleep hole and have been since you were born. You were born a bleep hole. You were a bleep hole as a fetus. You were a prenatal bleep hole.
This is the Dan Le Batard Show with the Stugotz on the ticket.
Just saw some big news on the ticker. Apparently Aaron Donald and the Los Angeles Rams are, quote, in the same zip code.
Wow.
Big news. You would assume they would be. And Billy, before I get to my story, what's the thing you're most excited about this morning?
What am I most excited about?
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking about big life events.
Mm-hmm.
I'm most excited because it looks like Mina today might get a top 5 list on
Mina's
Get Up.
on Get Up?
I'm so excited. She's hosting Get Up, and it's with like the A team. It's Jalen, it's Greeny, and it's Mina. And I'm really hoping, because sometimes, you know, the guests, co-hosts, the co-hosts get their own top 5 list. I texted her to see if she'll get, I mean, she's way too busy to respond to me today, but I really want her to get like a top 5 list. Like, that would be huge.
You don't think she'll respond to you?
No, she's busy.
Should we both text her and see if she responds to one of us?
Yeah. You know what? Everyone here should text her and see who she answers.
All right. How do we want to phrase it very similarly though, so that it's no like preference shown?
I'll tell you what I
know.
texted her, and then if you guys want, I just said, please tell me you're going to get your own top 5s with the shadows today. But you guys can phrase it however you want. I mean, I would think that Izzy, top of the list, if she responds to anyone.
Top 5. I'll just change shadows to silhouettes.
Yeah, that's good. Do you think she probably doesn't have her phone with her, right? You think she has her phone with her at the desk?
I think she does.
Should we just get everyone that has Mina's... Look, if you guys are listening and you have Mina's number, just start texting her. and see, how many times a thing will, vibrate or send her notifications while she's doing Get Up.
Sent. Please tell me you're going to get your top 5 list of silhouettes today.
What do you think it would be? What do you think her list would be of?
Something football
Got to be
related.
NFL,
Yeah,
right?
it has to be football related.
Got to be NFL. Top 5 Seahawks of all time?
Yeah,
Ooh,
probably
maybe.
Seahawks, yeah.
Are they talking to Mark Wahlberg right now?
Yes, they are.
Wow.
Good get.
What a day for her.
Good get for Get Up.
She gets to talk to Mark Wahlberg. She may have a top 5 list. Is she doing all week? She has to get a list if she's going to do it all week, right? Who did it yesterday? Did she do it yesterday?
Oh, yesterday was a travesty. Yesterday was another Ryan Russillo top 5.
Oh.
And it was top 5
Non-athletes that you like to watch or something like that?
it's something about athletes to watch.
Non-NBA. It was non-NBA.
Non-NBA?
NBA.
Okay.
That's why the number 5 annoyed us so much.
Yeah.
Who was number 5? What was the list?
It was Luke Walton was number 5.
Who played in the
Luke
NBA.
Walton. Who, and then they showed video of him playing
Beach
shirtless
volleyball.
beach volleyball.
Yeah.
I don't understand the list. What do you mean? Top 5 non-athletes you like to watch?
Non-NBA, I think it was.
Watch do what?
It was like on the conversation of Tiger, and since Russillo's an NBA guy, it's like give us 5 guys or athletes that you like to watch that are non-NBA, and like Federer was up there.
Yeah,
Tiger wasn't even up there.
No, but
was-
Luke Walton was number
Luke
5
Walton
because
he was
wanted
trying to be wacky.
Izzy, if you the day will come when you will do Get Up and you will get your own list. When you do that list, will you throw in like a wacky one there just to like agitate Greenie? Or,
I mean,
you're
I
gonna
feel
be
like
serious about
Top
it?
5 Drake songs.
Ooh.
Wow.
Oh, boy.
I feel like I would have to respect the list. So if Ryan
man.
Russillo started some sort of crazy trend where there's one wacky one every time, then I would have to fulfill that. That
You can't go wacky. The wacky one can't be number 5 though. It's got to be like number 3 or 4.
Yeah, it's got to
Really?
be like a wacky
Yeah.
number.
What are your top 5 Drake
Wacky
songs?
number.
Let's pretend we're doing the list right now.
You know what's really confusing about Drake songs? And this is so he has this one line in this one song, and it's not even technically, you can't even download it under his name. It's 5 a.m. in Toronto. But he says that every song sounds like Drake featuring Drake. And it does, right? Because right now, one of my favorite songs is technically by this guy named Blockboy JB, I think its name is.
Is that the song you were listening to walking in? I love that song.
Yeah, great
I
song,
love
right?
That song.
80% of it is Drake. You go a minute and 40 seconds into that song before you hear the actual guy whose song it is. This is Drake doing this guy a favor and creating, if not a one-hit wonder, a career for this guy just by doing about 75% of his song. It's crazy. So that's why I'm very confused as to what the list is of my favorite Drake songs, because a lot of my favorite songs that include Drake are not his songs.
Are you a really big Drake fan?
I'm a really big music fan, and I think Drake is, he makes music that entertains me.
He's killing the game, man.
He is.
You can say it.
He is.
Have you seen him live in concert?
He's one of the few I have not seen. He's coming down here, I think, in October, and I really want to go.
You better see him. I said that about Tom Petty. Not going to be
Oh,
seeing
you
him
really?
anytime soon.
You think Drake's gonna die?
No, not at all. I'm just saying
I mean,
that
enough
was one of
people
those
hate
acts
him.
that I was like, I've
what?
never seen him live, and those acts, you better see him.
People can't actually hate Drake. You didn't actually have beef.
No, I think he
mad
does.
at Drake.
Even Kanye's mad at Drake, or Drake's mad at Kanye these days.
Well, everybody's mad at Kanye these days.
Yeah.
You know who I'm going to see Saturday?
Who?
Super excited.
Uh-oh. Wait, you did a little jig there, so I'm guessing it's
excited.
something Latin with some flair to it.
No.
Who is it?
Taylor Swift Saturday, Hard Rock Stadium. I'm excited.
I'm jelly.
It's going to be good. It's going to be good.
Where is she playing?
Hard Rock
The
Stadium.
Really?
Yeah.
The
Stadium
Hard.
tour. Yeah.
Man.
Tay-Tay. I think the opening acts are, who are the opening acts? I think Charlie SCX is one of them. And, man, who's the other one? It's at the,
If I could capture forever the look on Roy's face when you said Tay-Tay.
So annoyed right now.
Yeah, I could see that.
It's going to be great. Here's the thing, though. Do I spend the whole week listening to Taylor Swift to make sure that I know the songs?
Of course.
Because this is what I do. I go to concerts and I, forget that I forgot that this person has this song that I like. And then I'm, trying to remember the words, and I'm like, I forgot the words. I should have studied for this concert. And I haven't studied for concerts in a while, so I feel like I should be studying for this Taylor concert.
You should be.
And is she going to be singing the new stuff? Is she going to be singing the old stuff? I prefer some of the old stuff.
I mean, you know how this works. She's going to mix it all in.
Sure.
Every once in a while, they'll throw in a new song, right, when things get, boring, and then she'll pick it up right after with one of the classics.
Well, and it's here's the thing. it's 2018. If I wanted to, I could find like the playlist of what she's going to do, but I want to be surprised. I want to not know what's coming next from Taylor.
It's interesting because like you know how when you hear a song on the radio, it's different than if you play it yourself. Like, do you get that feeling? Like, it's a song that you could be sick of, right? That you've heard a million times, but you love it. And when it comes on spontaneously, you're all about it. But at a concert, I'm with you. I kind of want to know what's coming, especially if I'm not like, if it's a Killers concert, I'm good. Like, it doesn't matter what plays next. Like, I'll be able to sing along. But if it's somebody like Taylor where I'm just like, I don't really know if I know all her songs, I do a little bit of studying, although I would never go to her concert.
Oh, I'm so excited. And by the way, the other opening act is Camila Cabello. Oh, I'm
so sorry. She went to Palmetto?
I know. I feel like I owe her an apology. Like, I feel like she's a Miami girl, and I owe her an apology forgetting that I'm going to see her on Saturday. So, Camila, or your family, if you're listening, I'm sorry. I apologize for forgetting that you're an opening act.
What does T-Sizzle close with? Like, Shake It Off?
I don't know.
Does she close with Shake It Off, or is that the encore? Is that one of the encore?
Maybe.
Like, do people have to ask for an encore now? Like, do you have, as concert goers, like, if the artist decides that you're not loud enough, do they not come out for an encore, or does that always happen?
Update. Mina responded.
Uh-oh.
She just said, the shadows, question mark?
Oh, no.
So it's possible. There's two things that could be happening. Either she's not familiar with what we're talking about, or she's just like, what an idiot. Why would he call it shadows instead of silhouettes, which is probably what's happening here.
Well, she didn't respond to me.
Me neither.
So now I'm disappointed in the whole experience, and I don't want to talk about it anymore. So real quick, my engagement story, speaking of Taylor Swift.
You played a Taylor Swift song?
I don't think she sang this song, no.
You
who
played
sang?
a song?
Oh, no, it was a Bruno Mars song. So
It's just the way you are.
So this was in 2014, and it was, I mean, just to wrap or to give you sort of a quick summary, it was a karaoke flash mob. All right. So you remember Glee?
Unfortunately.
Yeah. So they took that Bruno Mars song, Marry Me or Marry You, right? And they did like a duet version of it.
I know that song.
On Glee?
Yeah. Great song.
On Glee or like in this flash mob?
On Glee.
How do you organize a flash mob?
That's a great question. It's a great question. It took a lot of effort. So I went to a handful of friends and told them, hey, there's this bar called New Moon. It's no longer open. And they have this karaoke night. And I want you guys all to kind of show up randomly, or not, show up seemingly randomly. It was February 13th. So it was the day before Valentine's Day.
So everybody remembers the date. I need to remember the date. What day was Saturday?
August 11th, I think, which is my parents' wedding anniversary. So I'll remember that for you.
Are they still together?
They are still together.
Okay, good. That's a good sign then.
And so, yeah, I planned it pretty well. I actually got walked in on by he who shall not be named while I was planning, and he didn't really figure it out. So that was a whew. And so went to dinner, whatever, with me, him, and some of my family.
When you say he who shall not be named, you mean Hassan Whiteside was there?
My former he who shall not be named.
Oh,
I can say the name Hassan Whiteside just fine.
Got you.
And so, you know the song Marry Me, right? So that basically the Glee version did it in a duet. So it was a guy and a girl, and I had my friend Marcy sing the girl part, and I did the guy part. And so there's elements to it or whatever. So I had like the whole crowd. So we start doing it, and then like slowly, like at one point, the crowd like starts sort of pounding on a table to the beat all together. And then it's like, and then they all just kind of at one point get up and they start walking over to this other side. And at one point there's a line in the song where it says something like, I'm going to get a ring. And as I'm saying that, my buddy from the crowd throws up the ring and I catch it and I just keep doing the song.
That's insane.
That
sounds super dangerous.
Wow, that's dope.
And then,
throws the ring in the air?
well, I mean, it's in the box. It's in the box. It's in the box.
I was nervous.
And it's funny because he who shall not be named said
not his
at one point he was going to get up and dance with everybody because he thought that was what he was supposed to do. And then after a little while, he kind of realized what was going on. But they kind of did like two lines of dances as couples kind of came through the middle, kind of like a Soul Train line, but like a wedding Soul Train line. And then by the end, I got on my knee and I had the mic and I proposed and everybody kind of applauded and it was cool. And like the lady who owned the bar had like champagne ready to go for all of us. And Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, you went. Oh, we have a.
Oh no, it's Greeny. Greeny's top 5
Hogging the
non-championship team.
That's a great story, by the way.
If
Sorry,
Mina
that is a
doesn't know
perfect
this
reaction to that story.
If Mina doesn't know, then she's not getting a list. Wow, your story's so much better than ours.
I mean,
No,
it's
no,
good, but it ended like 2 years later in divorce, so I don't know how great it could have been.
Yeah, that makes mine better then.
No, my
yours is
story's
third,
pretty
Roy.
good.
Fourth, actually.
You keep telling yourself that.
There is actually video of this somewhere on my iPad still, an iPad that I have not powered up in at least 3 years. But for the right amount of money, I might be able to show that thing.
If you don't turn on an iPad for 4 years, do you think that it's like well rested and it runs, or like is it like a car that if you don't start a car for a long time, like it starts,
It's probably a
not
million
working?
updates behind and wouldn't work very well at all.
Probably, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Which is great because I never want to see that video again.
Support for the Dan Le Batard Show podcast comes from our friends at Rocket Mortgage by Quicken Loans. Let's talk about buying a home for a minute. Because of rising interest rates, there's a lot of unpredictability when it comes to buying a home these days. It's causing a lot of anxiety and stress for a lot of people. Well, our friends at Quicken Loans are doing something about that. They're calling it the power buying process. Here's how it works. Quicken Loans will verify your income, your assets, and credit in less than 24 hours to give you a verified approval. That gives you the strength of a cash buyer. Then once you're verified, you qualify for their all-new exclusive Rate Shield approval. This is very cool here. First, they'll lock your rate up for 90 days while you shop. Now, here's the best part. If rates go up, your rates stay the same. But if rates go down, your rate also drops. Either way, you win. It's the kind of thinking you'd expect from America's largest mortgage lender. To get started, simple. Go to rocketmortgage.com/Stugotz. Rate Shield approval. Only valid on certain 30-year purchase transactions. Additional conditions or exclusions may apply. Based on Quicken Loans data in comparison to public data records. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLSconsumeraccess.org number 3030.
Dan Le Batard.
Seriously, like how many times have I told you that it's perfectly okay to criticize somebody's behavior, but that calling people names is not the way to go?
Stugotz.
How many times have I told you I don't care?
This is the Dan Le Batard Show with the Stugotz on the ticket.
901 Shelby Drive. That's a jam right there. You have to cut. Oh, there is a clean version. I did not know that. We gonna see how they ride. So, Chris, back when you when I first started doing the show, randomly, you were talking about your Friday drive home. That's Return of the Mac. Right?
Still is.
Still is?
Most Fridays, not every Friday.
Okay. So, a while back, I offered a secondary Friday song. It was a Drake song. Is that still on the playlist at all?
No. Yeah, I rock with that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
What song?
It was Feel No Way.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not sure the name of it. I know it when I hear it.
Yeah, it was from the Views album. It was my favorite song from that one. It feels like a very chill but kind of relaxed, like ride out song.
I wish I was better at remembering lyrics to songs.
Oh, that's 80% of my brain is song lyrics.
Really?
Yeah.
Like,
So you don't do. You said yesterday you don't do movie lines.
I don't do movie lines, but I can do lyrics. Yeah, except they don't really just come up out of the blue, right? A lot of people who do who quote these movie lines are just right at the tip of their tongue, right? As opposed, like I'm not in the middle of conversation and then think of a rap line that I'm going to drop right there as a reference. I just happen to know like a ton.
You should do that. You should
I
drop
should,
rap
right?
lines.
I have a really terrible idea for the show today. What do you guys think of this?
Do it.
All right.
You and Adnan, because you're doing the show with Adnan today,
Yeah.
Adnan Ver. You and Adnan.
Is he from Toronto?
I don't know, Canada.
Somewhere in Canada.
So the two of you can have a contest to see who can do either more rap lyrics or more movie lines. Do you think that he could do more movie lines than you could do rap lyrics?
See, what is a rap lyric? Because I can give you a line or two. That's not really that impressive, right? Like, I can give you an entire verse.
Wow,
of a
okay,
song.
so versus like classes.
verses.
Yeah. Versus classic lyrics. This could be
Or
a
maybe
terrible
classic,
idea.
either like mini monologue or dialogue exchanges.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Sounds like a terrible idea, but one I'd be all about. Here's my problem with it, is it's more difficult for me to go through these without cursing.
Yeah, you
Like, I'd have to edit myself
No
on the fly.
cursing.
Yeah, that makes it an automatic terrible idea.
Yeah.
In theory, it's a great idea. The execution, I'm not sure how we're going to pull it
I
off.
think I can do it though, because not that I'm a freestyle rapper or anything, but I think I can change the curse words on the fly. Like the verses that I know are just there. They're in my brain. There's no like trying hard to remember them. So if I can just focus on changing the curse words to non-curse words, then I think I can do it.
Let's be honest. You tried to write a rap once, yes or no?
Oh, come on.
You've tried to write a song. Have you written a
I've
rap?
written parody songs before for radio.
No,
purposes.
but you like
come
a
on,
real
Izzy.
song. Like you were taking it serious. Like
Come on,
I can
Izzy.
write a song.
No, I haven't. No. I've never really tried to write like a rap song or a pop song or anything else. But I did write like lyrics one time to something. Like I just wrote some like lyrics like to I think it had something to do with like my growing up, and it was just kind of vague and ambiguous, but not really like specific to me, but just, it was kind
Where'd
of
you write it down? Like a notebook somewhere? You have like an idea notebook? I have an idea notebook. Don't feel like it's
I'm
weird.
not an Eminem. I don't have like a library of lyrics.
Did you see that 60 Minutes thing with Anderson Cooper where he was on like years and years and years ago?
No.
He had like a treasure chest basically, and it looked so disorganized, and it was just like scrap paper that he'd get like at a hotel, or like he was walking, he just grabbed a piece of like paper from a newspaper and he wrote down lyrics, and he opened it to show Anderson Cooper, and it really was like a treasure chest just with like random like just scribbles on pieces of paper, and then he'd go through that, and that's how he'd make songs.
Yeah, I mean, he just write stuff when it came to him, and whenever he was going to write a song, he'd just pull from all these. I mean, it's brilliant. Like if you've never written yourself notes or written things down to get things done, you realize how much more productive you are. It's crazy, and it's a really good idea.
Guys, I saw the best life hack I've ever seen on TV yesterday.
Hang on. If you're gonna do the life hack, you've
it's not
gotta
my
do
life
the
hack.
life hack.
Do you watch that?
I mean, I know we're not gonna do like fans calling in and applauding, but you have to give some sort of reference to your life hack segment. Otherwise, it's just kind of there.
Well, we don't have an open for it.
you
We're
watch-
always looking for an open. The open is me saying, life hack attack!
Okay, we're done then.
Do you watch that show? There's like a whole show about this. There's a show.
I did not, actually.
You did not know that there's a show about life hacks?
No.
It's existed for like 5 or 6 years. I assumed you just stole the idea from
What
that show.
channel?
It's like on True TV or something.
No, honestly, I never knew that.
I don't believe you.
I never knew that either. But what'd you see?
All right, my life hack, it's Perry Hill yesterday. You guys seen this? Heard what Perry Hill's
There
doing?
it is. I knew there was some music.
that music for life
Oh, it is life hack music. Yeah.
It's your segment. How do you not know?
Well, there's no like imaging for it. All right, it's time for life hack attack. And this is not my life hack attack.
right.
This is Perry Hill, first base coach for the Miami Marlins.
Okay.
During hot games, day games, what he does to stay cool, he takes a wet piece of lettuce and he puts it on his bald head under his helmet hat to keep cool. Wet lettuce on your head of lettuce.
Wet head is on the lettuce.
That's ridiculous,
I'm
right?
grossed out by soggy lettuce.
Yeah.
Is that weird?
It's weird that he's putting it on his head.
Yeah.
It's like
Does
wet
lettuce
lettuce
keep
is weird.
cooler than other sort of thing? Like if you were put a wet towel on there, would it be
Right,
any
like
worse?
why is he not using a wet towel? It's a great question.
And
Or that-
where is he getting this? I guess in the concessions, right? They have leftover lettuce, so you go get some and throw it on your head.
I love that, like the bat boy that has to run and get him like, a head of lettuce.
I don't think that's a life hack. I don't think anybody would do that willingly.
It's a life hack, man. He's keeping cool.
Here's the fake audience applauding for that life hack. Yeah, no, stop.
Yeah,
It's too much. I gave you a life hack that I can't give out.
Yeah,
It's really weird.
it's a great one.
It's a really good one, but I can't give it out. It's too life hacky.
It's a good thing we said it on air.
I know. Now people are going to ask me, and I can't. I can maybe tell you off air, Billy.
I have another update.
What's up?
Mina gets to do a list tomorrow.
There it is.
Let's try to get involved with this.
Ask her if she has any idea of what she wants to do, because we definitely have to get included in this.
Do you think she gets to choose, or they're going to give her like the topic? Like, this is the top 5 list you need to make.
She finally responded to me. I don't know if I like this.
Yeah, me too. She just responded. What time was your response?
9:44 a.m.
It was 43.
Son of a.
All right, I have a question. Back to what we were talking about remembering lyrics. So, like, when you go out and like a song plays that you really like, are you like singing the words to it, like in a bar or like at a party or whatever?
Top
and,
of
like,
my lungs.
Really? It seems like so much. I'm not one to have fun. I'll say that right now. And
Yeah,
it
no
just
kidding.
seems like so much fun. Like I was at when I was on the cruise, there was like this party and there was like this music playing, and then God's Plan came on and everybody's singing God's Plan, and I'm like, I'm like bobbing my head to it. I'm like, I don't know the lyrics to God's Plan off the top of my head, but if I did, I would feel so much more a part of this group. But I haven't memorized. Like, do people sit down and write like listen back and like rewind. I guess you don't rewind anymore, but like, do you skip back and you're like, oh, what was that word? Or like, do you look up? How do you remember these words? And then
there's a lot where it takes effort. Like you're actually going back and replaying it and hearing it again and trying. It's a life hack a little bit. It's a cheat code, if you will, not necessarily a life hack. But Apple Music, ever since they put the lyrics on consistently on the songs, is a godsend. Like that, you could just sort of read it and be like, oh, okay, now I know what he's saying, and then just go back and try to remember it. Yeah, it's a lot of work. Like, the Drake and Lil Wayne song, it's HYFR, hell yeah, bleeping right. Like, oh, you got to go back and listen to that one and listen to the Drake verse. It's very fast, and I can do it all. And it just, I think the most impressive one that I probably knew. You guys know Kendrick Lamar?
Yes.
You ever hear the song Rigor Mortis?
Yes.
You should play it during the break between, and yeah, that song. Now, it's practically impossible to do that entire song. Like, I don't know how he keeps his breath for that entire song, but the first verse of Rigor Mortis, that was quite the accomplishment. Like, I felt amazing after being able to spit that one out. And it is a lot of fun when you can do it in concerts and parties because A, people are impressed, and B, it gives you something to do if you can't dance very well.
But I struggle with like just the simplest lyrics. Like Cardi B, I like it like that or whatever it's called. I like it. Mm-hmm. Have you heard that song?
Yeah, I'm not a huge Cardi B fan.
I'm
not sure which one it is.
Oh,
probably
like it like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, but that's not, no, but it's, I like it. I like it.
I agree.
You know what I mean? I like it.
I get it.
But I can't, like, that was another song that was playing and everybody knew the words to like Cardi B and I don't know the words. I like dollars, I like diamonds, I like stud, I like, and then after that, I'm like, I'm done, and then I'm just kind of like, do I pretend to like mouth the words, or like, do I just do something with my hand? Like, what do I do? How do I fit in?
No, you don't have to fit in. You don't have to know all the words, but it helps to know like certain areas where like the beat drops, or like there's a great, that Drake song Nonstop. Do you know that one?
Every song you've referenced so far has been a Drake song, except one Kendrick Lamar song.
Sure, I know that song. I love how you asked it. Do you guys know who Kendrick Lamar is?
That was my best Billy when he does it.
Oh, my bad. I didn't know that was a joke. I thought you were genuinely...
What are you doing?
Can we go back to just reminiscing on when we used to rewind videos?
I like $1 million.
What a good time. I'm sorry. Where were you, Izzy? Go ahead.
Be kind, rewind.
You want to know like certain spots where you really like know, emphasize the words, right? Or, you know that song Nonstop by Drake where he goes, it's a rolling, not a stopwatch, don't never stop. You don't know that part?
No.
Yeah.
I know that part.
I don't listen to music.
If you don't have to know all the words to that song, but if you just jam out to that part when it comes on, then you feel like you know it, and you just kind of hop along and make it a bigger deal than it really is, right? Because in the song, it's just kind of but when you sing along with it, it's like you got to put the oomph in there. And so if you do that every once in a while to songs, you don't really have to know all the lyrics. I mean, everybody's not sitting there rapping or singing along. Like there's times I'm at concerts and I feel terrible. Like I feel like I'm supposed to be a big fan, and I'm like, yeah, I'm rocking out, and I'm just like, oh man, I don't know this song, but it's kind of cool, and you just kind of know certain parts, and you could actually pick that up in between, like just get to the rhythm of the song, and you can figure out where to start dancing or singing along to. Does that help at all, Billy?
I've been moving, condos start no trouble with me. See, I know the beat, but I have to look at the lyrics to get the.
I mean, I wrote a parody song to God's Plan.
Oh yeah,
about
what was it?
Bam Adebayo. It was called Pat's Plan. You guys never heard that? It was on 790. They played it. We'll have to find it for you.
No, your best one was your Beyonce one.
See, that one was a little bit embarrassing because, I did the entire song. A Beyonce song and Jay-Z verse, like the whole thing, Drunk in Love.
You killed it.
Not really. I hate listening to it. Like, it makes me cringe.
I think we have it somewhere. I'm going to see if I can find this embarrassing.
We're still on 790 right now, right? If there's anybody back in the studio over there, they probably have my Bam Jam.